What if I told you that for many men over 60, the key to restoring vitality and intimacy doesn't lie in another prescription bottle or a temporary fix, but in nature itself? Every week in my clinic, I meet men who quietly struggle with feelings of loss, the fading of desire, the frustration of unreliable performance, and the silent fear that maybe this is just how life is now. But here's the truth that too many men never hear: your body is not broken. It's simply waiting for the right support to begin healing. Hello, I'm Dr. Thomas, with over 30 years of experience in urology and men's health, having worked with thousands of men across the country. And I can confidently say this, both from research and real-world experience: erectile dysfunction is not always permanent. In fact, it can often be reversed safely, naturally, and in ways that improve your overall health, not just your performance. That's why today I'm going to introduce you to something remarkable. These oils, simple, natural plant-based oils, have helped countless of my patients to reverse erectile dysfunction naturally without risky drugs or invasive procedures. Now, I know that might sound surprising. After all, we've been conditioned to think that if the blue pill doesn't work, there's nothing left to try. But that's simply not true. The human body, especially for men over 60, still holds an incredible ability to heal, to regenerate, and to respond when given the right tools. In just a few moments, I'll walk you through the 5 specific oils that I've seen make a profound difference in my patients' lives. You'll learn how they work, why they're effective, and exactly how you can start using them. And here's something important. Stick with me until the end of this video. I'll be sharing a simple but powerful 7-day starter plan, an easy-to-follow daily routine that can help you begin seeing real changes in just 1 week. Many men tell me this plan gave them back more than they ever expected, not just physical improvements, but renewed confidence in a deeper sense of connection. But before we dive into the details, do me one favor. If you find this topic helpful, or if you simply want to stay updated on natural solutions for men over 60, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. I release new content regularly to help you live stronger, healthier, and more vibrant. All right, let's begin. Number 1, pumpkin seed oil. Let us begin with one of the most powerful yet often overlooked natural supports for men's vitality: pumpkin seed oil. You might be surprised that something so simple, so familiar, can have such a profound effect. But in my clinical experience, and supported by emerging research, pumpkin seed oil is an essential foundation when helping men over 60 regain confidence and performance. First, let us talk about testosterone. As many of you know, testosterone is the driving force behind not just sexual function, but energy, mood, and overall vitality. Yet for many men over 60, testosterone levels tend to decline steadily. The body needs specific nutrients to support healthy testosterone production, and zinc is one of the most critical. Pumpkin seed oil is naturally rich in bioavailable zinc, meaning your body can absorb and utilize it effectively. Without adequate zinc, testosterone production stalls, no matter what else you do. I have seen numerous patients boost their natural testosterone levels simply by correcting this basic deficiency. But pumpkin seed oil does more than that. It also contains essential fatty acids that help relax and dilate blood vessels, improving blood flow, especially to the pelvic region. As I often explain to my patients, achieving and maintaining a firm erection is not just about hormones, it is about circulation. If the blood cannot flow properly, nothing else will matter. One story that comes to mind is from a patient in his mid-70s, a retired teacher. He came to me after trying various medications without success. His energy was low, his confidence was gone. We started him on a simple daily routine, including pumpkin seed oil. Within 3 weeks, he reported improved energy, better sleep, and most importantly, more reliable morning erections. His words still stick with me. "Dr. Thomas, I feel like myself again." That is why I often say pumpkin seed oil is not just a supplement, it is fuel for your masculinity. It gives your body what it needs to perform as nature intended. For men over 60 looking for a safe, natural starting point, pumpkin seed oil is one of the best first steps you can take. Simply adding 1 tablespoon a day, preferably with breakfast, all can set powerful changes in motion. Before we move on to the next oil, if you are finding this helpful, I invite you to subscribe to my channel so you do not miss future videos. And if you have any questions or if you would like to share your own experience with pumpkin seed oil, please leave a comment below. I read every one and I would love to hear from you. Number 2, black seed oil. Now let us move to the second oil on today's list, one that many men are calling their secret weapon, black seed oil. In traditional medicine, black seed oil has been valued for centuries. It was even referred to in ancient texts as the cure for everything but death. While that may sound dramatic, modern science is starting to reveal why this oil is so powerful, especially when it comes to helping men over 60 regain sexual vitality. The key lies in a unique compound found in black seed oil called thymoquinone. This natural molecule helps stimulate the production of nitric oxide in the body. Now, why is that important? Nitric oxide is what signals your blood vessels to relax, allowing blood to flow freely when arousal begins. Without enough nitric oxide, even if desire is there, the body simply will not respond properly. This is why many pharmaceutical drugs for ED aim to manipulate this exact pathway. But black seed oil supports it naturally and without the unwanted side effects. In my own practice, I often recommend black seed oil to patients who are also dealing with other health issues like high blood pressure or cholesterol, as it helps improve vascular health in general. One of my patients, a 62-year-old gentleman who had been taking blood pressure medications for years, came in feeling discouraged about his performance. I encouraged him to try black seed oil twice a day with food. 2 weeks later, he called me, voice filled with emotion, and said, "Dr. Thomas, it is like my body finally remembered how to work again." Moments like that remind me why I am so passionate about sharing natural solutions that can truly change lives. Black seed oil does not stop at improving blood flow. It also helps reduce chronic inflammation, which is a silent enemy to healthy circulation. Think of it this way. Inflammation is like rust building up inside your pipes, slowly narrowing them over time. Black seed oil helps to clear that out, supporting both better blood flow and sensitivity. For men over 60, adding black seed oil to your routine can be a game changer. I typically recommend 1 teaspoon twice a day with meals to maximize absorption and effect. Now, before we move on to the next oil, if you are enjoying this video and want to stay updated on the latest natural health tips for men over 60, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you have tried black seed oil yourself or have any questions about it, feel free to leave a comment below. Your story might just inspire someone else. Number 3, pomegranate seed oil. Next on our list is a truly remarkable oil that I believe more men should know about, pomegranate seed oil. At first glance, you might think of pomegranates as just a healthy fruit, but when we extract the oil from its seeds, we unlock an incredibly powerful tool for restoring vascular health, which is absolutely essential when addressing ED, especially for men over 60. Let me explain why. The strength of your erections, your ability to maintain them, and even the quality of sensation during intimacy all come down to one simple factor: the health of your blood vessels. Over time, factors like inflammation, oxidative stress, and hormonal shifts can damage the delicate lining of those vessels. Pomegranate seed oil contains a rare and potent compound called punicic acid. Research, including studies from the University of California, has shown that punicic acid helps repair endothelial tissue, the inner lining of blood vessels. When these vessels are strong, flexible, and healthy, blood can flow more freely, which is the foundation of sexual performance. I remember one particular patient, a 68-year-old retired engineer, who described experiencing numbness and a loss of sensation. He had no major health problems, but something just felt off. We introduced pomegranate seed oil into his daily routine, along with dietary adjustments. Just 2 weeks later, he returned to my office and said, "It is like someone turned the lights back on." It was not just about function, but about feeling connected and alive again. Beyond vascular repair, pomegranate seed oil also supports natural testosterone production. As men over 60 know, testosterone levels often decline, impacting everything from energy to desire. The antioxidants in this oil help protect Leydig cells in the testes, which are responsible for producing testosterone. This creates a powerful 1-2 punch, improved circulation, and enhanced hormonal support. For my patients, I typically recommend 1 teaspoon per day, ideally taken with a meal that includes healthy fats, as this improves absorption of the oil's beneficial compounds. Before we move on, if you find this kind of information valuable, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel so you can stay up to date with future videos. And do not hesitate to comment below whether you have questions about pomegranate seed oil or if you would like to share your experience. Your story could help many other men on their journey. Number 4, ylang ylang oil. Now let us talk about an oil that works on an entirely different level, one that addresses one of the most overlooked causes of ED in men over 60, and that is stress and mental tension. This is where ylang ylang oil comes in. You see, even if your blood flow is excellent and your testosterone is well supported, if your mind is under constant stress, your body will not respond the way you want it to. I have seen this time and again in my practice. Many men tell me, Dr. Thomas, I want to be intimate, but when the moment comes, I just cannot relax. This is not uncommon. In fact, for men over 60, performance anxiety and unresolved emotional stress are major contributors to what we call psychogenic ED. This is why I often recommend ylang ylang oil as part of a comprehensive natural approach. Ylang ylang oil has been shown to help balance the autonomic nervous system, which controls the body's arousal response. It calms the sympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for the fight-or-flight response, and supports the parasympathetic system, which is needed for relaxation and arousal. One patient of mine, a 66-year-old retired naval officer, was struggling with exactly this issue. Physically, he was in good shape, but his mind would not let go when it mattered. We introduced a simple ylang ylang oil ritual using just a few drops behind the ears and on the chest before intimacy, combined with deep breathing. The result? Within a few weeks, he reported, for the first time in years, I was fully present with my partner. No worries, no tension. Moments like that remind me how powerful the mind-body connection truly is. Ylang ylang oil is also known to help reduce blood pressure and promote feelings of calm and well-being, which further supports overall sexual health. For men over 60 dealing with high stress levels or performance anxiety, this oil can be a gentle yet powerful ally. I typically suggest using 2 to 3 drops, applied to pulse points, or diffused in the room before moments of intimacy or relaxation. Before we move on to our final oil, if you have been enjoying this video so far, please take a moment to subscribe. And I would love to hear from you. Have you tried ylang ylang oil before, or do you have questions about how to use it effectively? Drop a comment below and share your story. It might just resonate with someone else watching today. Number 5, pine needle oil. Now we come to the 5th and final oil on our list today, and it is one that often surprises my patients with how quickly it can make a difference, pine needle oil. You might be wondering, what does an oil traditionally used for respiratory health have to do with sexual performance? Well, the answer lies in its ability to enhance oxygen utilization and circulation, both of which are absolutely critical for restoring sexual vitality, especially for men over 60. Pine needle oil contains natural compounds known as monoterpenes, with one of the most important being alpha-pinene. These compounds help improve the body's ability to transport and use oxygen efficiently. Why is that important? Because oxygen is the fuel your blood uses to deliver energy and support sustained performance where it matters most. Many of my patients have spent years trying pills, pumps, and various procedures, often with limited success. What they often do not realize is that if their blood is poorly oxygenated, none of those interventions will truly work as intended. This is where pine needle oil becomes a game changer. I remember one gentleman, age 70, who had nearly given up on intimacy after multiple disappointments. We added pine needle oil to his routine, used topically along his lower back and chest before bedtime. Within just 1 week, he came back to my office with a smile and said, Dr. Thomas, it feels like my system has been recharged. Pine needle oil also supports healthy circulation, reduces inflammation, and may even help the body utilize testosterone more effectively. It works beautifully alongside the other 4 oils we have discussed today, acting as an amplifier that ties everything together. For men over 60, I generally recommend applying a few drops of pine needle oil diluted with a carrier oil to the lower back and chest in the evening. This not only supports oxygenation during sleep, but helps prepare the body for improved function the next day. And there you have it, our fifth oil. But before we move on to how to combine all of these into a powerful 7-day starter plan, let me remind you to subscribe if you are finding this video helpful. And please feel free to comment below whether you have tried pine needle oil or have any questions about how to use it. I love reading your stories and hearing how these natural approaches are helping men over 60 all over the world. How to combine the 7-day starter plan. Now that you have learned about each of these 5 powerful oils, you might be wondering, how do you actually put them all together into a simple, daily routine? That is exactly what I want to share with you next, my 7-day starter plan. Over the years, I have worked with many men over 60 to fine-tune a practical approach that is easy to follow, yet highly effective. The key is not just taking these oils randomly, but using them in a way that supports your body's natural rhythm and maximizes results. Here is how you can begin. Morning routine. Start your day with 1 tablespoon of pumpkin seed oil taken with your breakfast. This will give your body a steady supply of zinc and healthy fats to support testosterone production and circulation throughout the day. Midday, take 1 teaspoon of black seed oil with lunch. This will help stimulate nitric oxide production and support vascular health during your most active hours. Evening meal. With dinner, take 1 teaspoon of pomegranate seed oil, ideally with a meal that includes some healthy fats like avocado or olive oil. This helps with absorption and gives your blood vessels the building blocks they need to repair and strengthen. Before bed. In the evening, about 30 minutes before bed, apply 2 to 3 drops of ylang-ylang oil to pulse points, such as behind the ears or on the chest. You can also diffuse it in your bedroom to promote relaxation and reduce performance anxiety. Lastly, apply a few drops of pine needle oil, diluted with a carrier oil, to your lower back and chest. This helps enhance oxygenation during sleep and supports overnight recovery. That is it, simple and sustainable. Most of my patients who follow this plan report noticeable improvements within just 7 to 14 days. They feel more energized, more confident, and more connected with their partners. Of course, consistency is key. Think of this not as a quick fix, but as part of a new, healthier rhythm for your body. And remember, every man's body responds differently, so give yourself time and patience as you begin this journey. For men over 60, especially those who have felt stuck or frustrated with conventional options, this 7-day starter plan can be a breath of fresh air, a way to reclaim what you thought was lost. Before we move to our final thoughts, if you are enjoying this content, please do subscribe to my channel so you do not miss future updates. And if you decide to try this 7-day starter plan, I would love to hear about your experience in the comments below. Your feedback can inspire and encourage other men to take that first step. Final thoughts. You are not broken, you are becoming. As we come to the close of today's journey, I want to leave you with something I have learned after working with thousands of men over 60. Too often, men are told that decline is inevitable, that certain parts of life are simply gone for good. But in my experience, this is simply not true. Your body still remembers how to heal. It remembers how to feel. What it needs is for you to believe in that possibility and to give it the tools to awaken again. When I see the courage it takes for a man to take that first step, to say, I'm ready to change this, it reminds me why I do what I do. Whether it is through these oils, through mindful living, or through choosing to care for yourself in new ways, every small action matters. Here's the truth I hope you take with you today. You are not broken. You are becoming. Every day, you have the chance to support your body, your vitality, and your relationships. And it is never too late to begin. So if today's video has inspired you, please take a moment to like this video so others can discover it too. If you know someone who might benefit, share it with them. And of course, be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss any of my future videos. I have many more natural health breakthroughs to share, especially for men over 60. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I am honored to be part of your journey, wishing you renewed strength, deep confidence, and vibrant health in the days ahead.